His story is remarkable. It's stranger than fiction. The name Dominick Dunne. He's become the master of the written word.
I started out at Vanity Fair magazine with the trial of the man who killed my daughter.
Dominick had a voice that was so personal, that spoke to you right off the page. We signed him up immediately, and he became our first star writer and the defining voice of the magazine.
I married the most wonderful lady. We had 5 kids. 2 died as infants. There was a lot to deal with. During my years as a stage manager, there were a lot of new young actors, and Grace Kelly and Steve McQueen, we all became pals. Bogart said, "Come to dinner." I thought I died and I'd gone to heaven.
The Lenny and Nick's parties was a veritable who's who of Hollywood. If they were famous and they were hot, they were at the Dunnes.
I knew, this is amazing that I'm doing this. I also knew it wasn't gonna last. We were driving home from a party she hadn't wanted to go to, and she just said to me, "I want to separate." It was my fault. I screwed up everything. She was the real thing, and I became a fake. I produced an Elizabeth Taylor movie. I mean, that was a big deal. I was sort of out of control, drinking, rose too high, didn't deserve to be where I was. We were shooting cocaine. I can't believe I did all this stuff. I had 7 or 8 years when I was just broke. If you've had money and you've lived among the rich, and all of a sudden, everything's gone, it's a terrible experience. But failure, if you get through it, it is a great experience to have had. I drove to Oregon and I rented this little cabin, and I stayed there for 6 months, and that is where my writing career began. I only cover the trials of the rich, powerful, and famous, because they've got the bucks to spend on the million-dollar lawyers, the expert witnesses. The reason I can write assholes so well is that I once was an asshole. I do realize I'm more of a popular success than a critical success. I am aware of that. Naturally, I would, like a bit of both. It's incredible. You won't believe it. It's incredible.